all five of us have a thing going into that music. Bixby writes some of the guitar riffs and we play them, and it sounds awesome. Matt, he comes up with tight ass beats, and I'm a real rhythm oriented guitarist, so I like playing with Matt, playing making it synchronized, the double kick and the triplets. Mateo El Vampiro, otherwise known as Matt Williams, drummer of Farts and Shadows, is crazy in the sense that anything you tell him to play, any beat, any jazz, funk, blues, rock, hardcore, metal, anything, tell him to play it, he'll play it. Give him 5 minutes and he'll figure out a crazy off-time, crazy ass beat. Ricky is a very off-time, weird minor chord player, and I've never been really a minor chord player. I've always pretty much played in major chords. He never took any guitar lessons. He's never, learned from anyone. He's all self-taught, and it's amazing. He's a really good guitarist. I compare, him and me to the guitarists from Aerosmith, Brad Whitford and Joe Perry. Joe Perry never took any lessons. He just self-taught himself. It was just all feeling, all, what he liked coming out of his fingers, and I've been taught. I've had lessons, only a couple, but and I taught myself a lot. But it's kind of that same situation. Alan is definitely the dad of the band, I'd say, even though Bixby likes to call himself Daddy. I think he's really good, and he's pretty much self-taught too. He used to be the singer for the band, and he just dropped it when Bixby joined. Before I joined, he just dropped it and picked up bass and started playing. And their old guitarist Brian picked up guitar, so he fit right in, and he picked up bass really quick. So I'm really stoked that that he's real dedicated to the music and dedicated to the band, where he learned bass like that. Bixby is black. He's never taken a lesson, never taken a vocal lesson. He used to be a guitarist in his in his old bands, and now he's a singer. It's awesome. I think he has a really great voice. First thing he said when I joined this band was he gave me a guitar that he brought from his house, and he told me, he gave it to me and he said, do something with this. And that's kind of Bixby's attitude. If he gives you something, you have to do something with it. If you don't, you're a bitch.
Cause I won't give up.
There's a thing, you know, with screaming and like the, you know, the heavy breakdowns and the heavy, you know, and the heavy, you know, the squeals and, you know, just all like the crazy shit that we pull off, like it's, and, you know, not being conceited, but it's just, you know, our kind of music, I'd rather say, is just more energetic and more like, you know, go out there like in your face, like, you know, I'm gonna beat people with this music and like I don't really care.